against a broco. Headed to his home though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. His chin in his face. Yeah, from then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. They'll start out here with the option left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Lance on the keeper. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. Gano's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Credit on that one defensively goes to Ambry Thomas. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they work take this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
The Cardinals hit 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, open good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Your drive that time is taking 9 plays in a row.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt they'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check right. Ready.
On second down, this is Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
And he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right, 97. Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. This is taken in by McBride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On 2nd down, Whitfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll get this down to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Here's 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. The Lance now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. So no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Patterson's kick is good.
And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Shoves him away.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
33 rail. 6, 7. Back
to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first. Final minute now of the third quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off a game.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throw caught there by Osborne.
Yeah, this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Lance again.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Lance.
On the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Desperation time here. Lance.
Right side, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Lance to throw it.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lance going to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Right, 97.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
So Lance and the Niners down by 10. A minute 35 to go.
Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Lance looking to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Here's Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Being chased out left.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Now Lance.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a